Welcome back. You're still watching It's a Beautiful Day. This is Weather HQ. Now, from aquariums to living rooms, ornamental fish have become a colorful part of many homes. But behind their beauty is a thriving industry that's making waves across the globe. Now, today we dive into the world of ornamental fish farming with a local expert who's turned his passion into a growing business. Joining us via Zoom is Mr. Jason Francisco, owner of JMP Pet Finder Shop in Davao City, to talk more about fish farming and the future of this fascinating trade. Magandang umaga, Jason. Thank you so much for joining us on It's a Beautiful Day.
Good morning din po sa inyo at sa lahat po ng mga nanonood.
Jason, simulan muna natin sa kung paano ka nagsimula sa fish farming, ornamental fish farming in particular.
Actually, it did not plan to be a business. It was really my hobby lang. Dati, when I was still in elementary, I am buying fishes, putting them in like planggana, balde, just to have something to be pet of sa bahay. Then eventually, when I was able to produce more of the offspring of my fishes, I tried to sell them to pet shops here in Davao City. Fortunately, one of a pet shop that I went to ordered fishes from my stocks every week. So that gave me the idea that it could become something like a source of income. So I continued to make that passion until high school. Then I stopped when I went to college, but still the passion really is there. I returned during college also. I did take good care of my fishes again, then to sell also. So until now, after graduation from college, I just did not go to work. So I just get the business permit of my fishes, then I registered it legally. So now I am fully operating my own business, which started from my hobby only.
Grabe naman, nagsimula sa isang palanggana at buti lang sinabi niyo po na legal na po kayo. But of course, kapag pinag-uusapan natin yung ornamental fish, how would you describe kung ano po yun?
Ornamental fish po kasi pag sinasabi mo yan is nasa usually fresh water yan eh. Kasi iba yung salt water eh. Pag sinabi mo salt water, yung nasa dagat. So yun yung mga isda na medyo bawal kasi yun. Kasi protected yun sa ating government. So when ornamental fish, usually lahat ng mga ornamental fish sa Philippines, imported po yan. Kaso lang, when naparami natin locally, we cannot sell it the same price as what we purchase it from outside. So parang nagiging local na lang siya. But lahat talaga ng isda, wala naman tayong makikita sa ating ilog na goldfish, angelfish na existing. Usually nasa ibang bansa yan. So the passion there is, ang akin lang kasi is very grateful din tayo, Philippines, because all throughout the year, dalawa lang season natin, rainy and then sunny. Kasi when that is the weather condition of a country, we could breed the ornamental fish all year round. So yun yung advantage natin. Yeah, kaya we could be able to import fishes from other country, then breed it here, then we could produce it same as what other countries can produce, more than pa if ever the opportunity is right for us.
Well, I'm sure na malakas yung demand for ornamental fish, pero ano yung mga pinaka-in-demand na breed na type ng ornamental fish dito sa Pilipinas in particular?
Sa ngayon kasi, ang isda din kasi, para din kasi yung fashion statement. May mga bagong dumarating na like imported variety. Like now, sa aking experience, mostly ang in demand ngayon is the glow tetra. That's a kind of fish na medyo flat, parang belong-belong, pero may ibang kulay like blue, green, yellow, ganun. Yung kasi ang parang mas push through yung production dito sa Davao City, and we were able to grow it out fast. And glow tetra nakikita mo sa buong Pilipinas galing sa Miman ngayon. But meron ding yung mga high-end mollies, la balloon mollies, like yung mga iba-ibang kulay, the platinum ones, the golden blue tails, yung mga ganun, demand din yun. And also ng mga beta, ng mga high-end din. Kasi ngayon, ang nagiging trending sa communication, lahat kasi hindi din namin sasabayan yung kung ano yung in demand, magkakaroon kami ng ah, overstocking ng stock na hindi naman mabibili. So magiging expenses yun along the way. So yun yung aming we will be depending kung ano yung trending. So we will produce it sa amin facility to be able to compete. Kasi po, ganito po kasi ang actual scenario ng ornamental fish industry sa Philippines.
Apo.
Hindi po kasi lahat is legally operating. Walang lahat kasi meron kasing requirements yan supposed to be if you want to ship out fishes from different places within the Philippines, you need to apply for like
Permit.
CAOR certificate from the BFAR. So that certificate of wildlife fisheries, parang allowed ka to ship out fishes. So hindi kasi isa sa requirements nila ang business permit. They just want requirements to have the facility lang na makita nila you can stock the fish. But unfortunately po, sa side ko po na legally operating, paying taxes and everything, disadvantage po yun sa akin kasi they are the ones who saturate the price. If, for example, a certain variety of fish can be sold for 8 pesos, and then when they are the one who will transact to the same customer that I'm supplying, they will offer 4 pesos. So the market will tilt. The customer will really change to a different supplier. So yun yung pong disadvantage. So walang protection po. So kaya nga po, ang sa akin lang po sana is, if ever there's a facility that would be able to, like what we say, commissary of all ornamental fishes in different places, like not only in Mindanao, Visayas, and Luzon, that will be able to like control the prices and they will be the one to export the fishes outside the Philippines, that's much better because the livelihood there will be lahat ng nag-aalaga ng isda sa buong Pilipinas. Meron silang parang palengke ba na tinatawag. They have the stocks that they want to sell. They could go there and offer it sa facility. Then the facility will give them the price kung magkano yung purchase price kasi ganito din ang buying price sa labas. Kasi the facility cannot buy the fishes kung ano din yung selling price kasi the facility will have the expenses and everything. But
Sir,
ang advantage po nun, sir, is magkakaroon lahat ng income habang buhay kasi there's a facility that will buy their stocks. Walang limit as long as they will be favorable with the price.
So,
Yun
Sir
yung aking,
Jason, Sir Jason, sorry
Yes, sir.
I have to cut you off here, pero just to clarify, yan talaga yung biggest challenge niyo po. Basically, yung mga illegal na the ornamental fish dealers and of course other pet dealers, they talagang tinitilt yung price point when it comes to sa business po ninyo. But of course, syempre, that medyo mahaba ata yung proseso nun to try and solve that problem, especially pagdating sa gobyerno and trying to make sure the legislation is there. But for the meantime po, considering yung mga challenges po ninyo, ano yung susunod para sa JMP Pet Finders at ano po yung next exciting projects nyo po?
Actually, I have a partner now that we will be opening a shop. We will be wholesaling aquarium accessories directly. We are importing directly from China. So that's my second plan this year. So most probably we will be starting by June because our stocks will be coming by June also. So that will be part of my new venture because I am trying to put all my resources on the fish industry, but sad to say, it's hard to manage it if hindi mo kontrolado lahat. Kasi ang Filipino attitude is mga seloso, mahilig, ayaw nilang masenso ka. That's why I am very thankful sa mga partner ko because they are not Filipino, they are foreigner, but they choose to have a Filipino partner and they chose me. So I am very grateful for that, so that I will be the one who will manage the operations of the business. So yun po yung magiging venture ko. Hopefully po, yung mga tao na nakita sa akin sa they will be trusting our product and also we will try to improve the industry as much as we can, that we will be able to help out everyone from the industry. So hopefully po, in time, I will be returning back to the fishes, but I will not stop with the fishes. I will also continue with it, but I will just divert muna yung resources to this venture ng ano namin accessories.
Maraming
But
salamat,
eventually,
Sir Jason. Sorry, we have to
that's po
cut
yung
you off
gagawin
there.
namin. Yeah.
We have to cut you off
Kaibigan ko
there
po.
dahil sa nawawalan na tayo ng oras. But then I really appreciate yung passion nyo po, and hopefully things get a bit easier for you and your business. And of course, hopefully more and more people coming over. Go check them out sa JMP Pet Finders. Maraming salamat, Jason Francisco, for joining us all the way from
Thank you
Davao
very
City.
much din po. Sige po.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.